Hi, I'm Andrew Margie. I'm the co-founder and CEO of AlumniFire, and today I'm going to talk to you about alumni networks and AlumniFire. So when most of us think about alumni networks, we think about colleges and universities. Here's a look at, but the world of alumni networks is much larger than that. Here's a look at my alumni network. You can see it spans lots of different categories: grad schools, corporations, not-for-profits, even summer camps. We work with all these groups at AlumniFire. They all have one very important thing in common, and that's you, the individual alum. We as alums are the single most valuable and important part of any and every alumni network. We're often misunderstood and sometimes even taken for granted, even by our beloved colleges and universities. Why is that? Well, it's because we live in the real world. As everybody in this room knows, the real world's a lot more than rainbows and unicorns. It's a little bit more complicated than that. You see, our lives have changed since our days on campus. You know, here we are, caps in the air, sun in our eyes. You know, in love with our schools, but just facing the real world. Fast forward to today, things have changed a little bit. Look familiar? Me too. Look, our lives are totally hectic. We still love our schools, but we're pulled in every single direction, sometimes physically. We just don't have that much time. So I'm going to ask you a little bit about your time. Just show your hands if it applies to you. How many people here are excited to get a call from their alma mater asking for money every year? All right, see, that's a real-world, honest answer. Follow-up question: how many people are excited to mentor a student or a fellow alum in your spare time, before work, after work, whatever? Okay, a few hands. Still not many. Don't feel badly. We don't have a lot of time. Alums generally have 2 to 5 minutes a day to do anything outside of their core responsibilities. So if you're going to ask an alum for something, it's got to be really easy and convenient in the context of their daily lives. And this leads me to an important myth about alums, and that's the mentorship myth. So mentorship has become a real buzzword in our industry. Lots of people are talking about mentorship. And don't get me wrong, mentorship is incredibly powerful. At AlumniFire, we drive thousands of mentorships across all of our partners every year. We've been doing it for a long time. But there's some real world facts that we have to come to terms with when it comes to mentorship and alums. And you guys proved it. Generally, alums don't want to be mentors. And that's kind of a problem. It's not that we're not generous, it's that it's a little bit awkward, and it doesn't really fit in the context of our day-to-day lives. But that doesn't mean we're not generous. Again, 7 times more alums will volunteer for lightweight tactical interactions, things like resume reviews, job shadows, informational interviews, than they will to volunteer to be a mentor. So if you want to fit in and really engage alums on their level, you have to really serve their interests in their day-to-day lives. And that's exactly what AlumniFire does. So AlumniFire is powered by alums and built by alums. We're the first digital networking platform that is powered by alums. Every alum raises their hand to give back what they can, when they can, based on their personal or their professional background. And we do the rest. We remove all of the friction. Job boards, discussions, affinity groups. We'll even showcase the open jobs available at employers next to the relevant members of the community that are offering services like informational interviews. We'll remove all of that friction. It's like LinkedIn on steroids, except just for your alumni network. And it's great for administrators too. We offer a really powerful suite of tools for career services offices, alumni offices. We turn them from gatekeepers, which they're traditionally positioned as, which is unfortunate because we tune them out in many cases, to facilitators and participants, and that makes a really big difference. AlumniFire works. We engage faster and more than other platforms. On average, we're also 50% cheaper, and we're lighter weight in terms of resources, typically less than an hour a week to administer anything on our platform. And we work with some of the biggest names in alumni networking: University of Texas, Ohio State, Michigan, Yale, lots of corporations, not-for-profits, plenty of high schools. AlumniFire has been activated by alums in over 750 communities. We have 100% renewal of our paid partners. So we're really excited about how we work with our partners and our growth. A few last things about AlumniFire and kind of what makes us different. We're powered by alums, not by promises, not by contracts. We invest in our product. We don't have a sales team. 100% of our customers will come to us unsolicited and inbound or through referral from an existing customer. We're pretty proud of that. We have 100% renewal on those partners. On average, again, we're lower resource. We require no technical integration, and we're best in class in data security and accessibility. So if you have any questions, please find me at the conference. Feel free to email us, and thank you so much for your time.